Hi everybody and welcome back to the Poopcast. This is episode 5. We've got quite a few topics today, guys, so it might be a slightly longer episode than normal. So make sure to drop a like on the video, guys.
You're slightly
So,
organised.
yep, we're very organised this week as always, Connor. Don't know what you're talking about. But so the first topic we're going to cover today, guys, is the release of one of the big AAA games for next gen consoles, specifically the PS4, and it's Infamous Second Son. Now, Infamous Second Son, when I first saw it, I was like, "Ooh, looks a bit, I don't know, like the character looks a bit emo," and I'm like, oh, I hope it's not going to be like moody and he's like whinging at stuff, right? Like, oh, I hate me life or whatever.
Like a
But
teenager.
yeah, pretty much. And it looks really good. It looks really fun. I don't, I think, has it come out or has it come out?
Yeah, I've seen some YouTubers play it, so I'm guessing it
Yeah,
has.
right. It must be out then. I'm gonna have to probably pick it up pretty soon if I've got any spare cash lying about. I might pick it up, see what it's like. It's really good. They've got a lot more powers and abilities, but I really wanted a sequel, like a proper sequel to the first Infamous. Because I don't know if you ever played the first
I've
Infamous,
I've got the second
but it
one.
was really no, the second one wasn't that good for me. I didn't really like it. They changed the character and they made the world a lot bigger. You know, and I didn't really think they needed to. I think the size they had on Infamous One was pretty spot on because you could grind on the train tracks, and
Hmm.
that would take you to like a fast way to get across the map. You know, and you would jump and stuff. So I mean, it looks really good. The graphics look crisp as hell. A lot more crisp than Waters, right? Looks amazing. So let us know what you think in the comments, guys. If you like Infamous or whatnot, and you wanna pick that up, let us know. If you think it's gonna be worth the money you paid.
Yeah,
I
I just
mean,
want to put out there that also, kind of off topic, the new Metal Gear Solid's just dropped as well. So
yeah, oh, yes, I watched
Node.
Angry Joe's review on it.
Alright.
Apparently it's like really short. I mean, I haven't played a Metal Gear Solid game since number 3, and I think that was a demo on the PS2 magazines.
PS2
So I'm not
magazines.
I'm not really like a big Metal Gear Solid fan. I know why people like lose the shit over this game because it's like the Metal Gear Solid series because it's really good. I mean, they're charging, what was it, like 30, £40 for it,
I don't even
and
know.
it's only a few hours, and that's kind of annoying. But I don't know. I think they're trying to push the boat when they don't need to push the boat in terms of like how to tell a prologue. I think what should have happened is Metal Gear Solid 5 should have started with that and then moved into the game because then that would have made sense. But who knows, the crazy Japs who made the game, they must be off
Konami,
there
isn't
because
it?
they didn't know. Aye, it is, aye. So, do you want to maybe talk a bit more about Metal Gear Solid Infamous, or
I
should
don't
we
really.
move?
Honestly, if I'm being honest, it's kind of my grey spot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is with Infamous, it looks really awesome now. I think it'd be really cool if you could play like
Co-op.
online co-op. Yeah. I don't think a multiplayer would be right for Infamous. I think the way that it currently runs, I don't think it would, and the feel of the game, it wouldn't be right. Uh, so maybe online co-op where you do the story together, or you can go on like a sandbox mode and just mess about. You know
Kind
what
of,
I mean?
kind of like that game Crackdown that was out a long time ago, if you can remember that.
Yeah, and Dead Rising 2 off the record. You can go on a sandbox mode and do whatever the hell you want, and that's one of the most fun parts of the game. Um, so maybe something like that for Infamous for this one would have been a really, really good move because then it can really test the systems and its network capabilities. So let us know, would you want co-op in Infamous? Would you want multiplayer in Infamous?
I
That might
personally
ruin it.
wouldn't.
Yeah, but I think it's only PS4, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's only
Yeah,
PS4.
it's exclusive.
Yeah.
It always has been. That
I always
same
ask.
Metal Gear Solid, that's always been one, except from now. for some reason.
Yeah, I just thought for some reason because not a lot of times these days, exclusives don't really stay exclusive for that long because money talks, and if a good enough bid comes in, then like I'm pretty sure they'll just be like, fine, Microsoft can have it or Sony can have it or whatever. So maybe it's really good. I'm not sure. I might have to watch a few YouTubers play it and see what it looks like, how it runs, etc. So I think we've talked enough about Infamous. We're going to move on to our next topic, which we can talk quite a lot about, and that is our Wickham career modes. We've been playing these career modes for a long time now, and I'm in the Premier League, and Connor's in the Championship.
Almost in the Premier League.
Halfway through, he's literally probably about halfway through the Championship at the minute, and but he's got like Europa League games along with all the Championship
Pain in
games
my
and
butt.
FA Cup games and all that sort of stuff. So it's proper clogging it up. But I'm in the Premiership now. I'm in the Europa League because I won the FA Cup in the Championship. I beat Norwich in the final, which was it was a really good match. A lot of entertaining shit happened in that match. But I'm in the Europa League now. Currently, I'm facing Real Sociedad. But the thing is, with being in the Prem, is obviously you come up against better opposition, and a lot of my people are still rated mid 60s to like upper 60s, and you've got like a few 70s tucked in there. So it's still really really tough to sort of out muscle players and cause a lot of havoc down the wings and whatnot because for some reason the defenders in the Prem feel like they're on steroids. So I mean I've brought in a few players. I got this free agent called Stefan Jojic from Serbia, who's an absolute monster. He looks really good. I got a Forbe from Arsenal. Lucas Madison from Everton. He must be like a youth player. He's really good. Who else did I get? Yeah, but I got Simone Scufford, who's a really good potential keeper. He gets to 88. I got him for, I believe, 2.2 million, something like that. So he's 71 rated. He's really good. So yeah, I'm in the Premier League, guys. Ryan Gould, by the way, guys. He plays for Aberdeen.
Dundee, I think.
Oh, sorry, Dundee. I always get them mixed up for some reason. He plays for Dundee. He's so good on if you do the updated squads, guys, in your career mode. Get Ryan Gold. He's just next level. He's so
He
good.
adapts to every league.
He does. I mean, in the Premier League, guys, he's just outpacing everyone. His dribbling's fantastic. His ball control's awesome. Having that 5-star weak foot makes him really deadly around the box. Either like passing or shooting or crossing or whatever, that weak foot's really going to help him out. So I'll definitely check him out. I mean, I picked him up in the Championship for 525,000. Well, I got a bid off Wigan for 7.5 million for him. So if that doesn't say how good enough he is, then I don't know what I can say about him. But Connor's got him as well. He's doing well for Connor. Do you maybe want to talk about who you've brought in, Connor, and how your particular season's going? So
I'm trying to think what I talked about last episode.
well, I think last episode you were just starting the Championship.
All right, fair enough.
So you're quite far ahead. I mean, you did. I think I remember you saying that you were planning to get to the Prem by the next episode of the podcast,
right.
but that was quite a task. But so maybe just let us know how far you're in the league, what your team's like, any new signings,
So I'm in February.
how you've
I'm in
adapted to
February
Champions
at the moment, just past the
All right, so you've only got like 3 months left.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm thinking is I've sold McClure. That's one of the main things.
How much for? Just to let them know.
700 grand.
You have to remember, guys, McClure, when you first start, isn't worth a great deal. None of the players were when we first started. So to sell for 700,000 is a good bit of business.
Yeah.
So any other players you brought in? Any free?
Obviously, they've heard I brought in gold in. Um, I brought in a free agent called Marcio Rafael Pains Torman.
Wow, what a
He's a
mouthful
six
there.
foot two Brazilian cam. And I've got loads of players on loan. There's no standout players, to be honest.
What, in your team?
Yep.
All right. What's the highest rated player in your team? Camdal or
70.
is that
Yep,
Camdal or Futax?
70. Camdal.
All right. My Ryan Gold's 73, and I really have a funny feeling that he's go over 80. He has a projected 80 potential because he starts apparently at 62, but when I got him, he was 68. So, um, it's it. Your career mode, I think you had a really tough patch.
Oh, very
Um,
tough.
at the beginning of this season as well, didn't you? With your squad depth and stuff, just adjusting to the amount of games you
No, I
had,
think it was,
getting a
it
lot
was
of
last season
injuries.
because this season I brought in loads of players on loan and youth players, so I wouldn't have that problem
All
again.
right. Yeah, sorry, I must be getting that mixed up. But yeah, our career mods are going really well, guys. We'll keep you updated every week with what's going on. The thing is with my situation now is I've went from the League Two, right? Probably a mid-table, lower table League Two team. I've got them up put into the Prem. It's like, where'd you go from here? You know what I mean? Do you try and win the Champions League even with a shitty
Yes,
team like
and
the
I'm
one
just
at
going
the
to quickly
minute?
throw in a quick whinge as a side topic to this. Uh,
Right. Okay.
One thing about EA puzzles me. Me and Ant, we took Wickham, a very bad team from League Two, into the Premier League almost.
I don't know where you're
We
going with
asked the
this.
board for 500k. That is nothing. Then they claim that we haven't done enough at the club. Hold on, I've won the FA Cup. I've got you in the Europa League. I've got you back-to-back promotions.
Yeah. Exactly. When we I think we were in a Skype call at the time when we bought it. We were just baffled, guys. It just really doesn't make any sense. I mean, I asked for 1 million. The amount of the stuff, the money that I've won over this time, that would have been nothing. Just be like, all right, yeah, here's 1 million. You've got us promoted. You've got us at the top of the table. You know, really outperforming what we should be doing. Bear in mind that we get tasked to avoid relegation every season, and we winning the league. It's just like that's so dumb. It doesn't make any sense. If you did that with any other club, I reckon. I think they would be all right. It just doesn't make any sense to us. I'm just confused. Like you said, 500,000. That's not a lot of money on
Mm.
FIFA, unless you're in like the lower leagues when you've no cash. But I mean, it's so dumb. They say, "Oh, we haven't seen enough yet." Been here for 3 seasons. Have you been? Are you like that, Vincent? I just show up whenever you want and like not watch match or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the crack is. It just doesn't make sense. You would think, right? This guy's obviously good for the job. Like 2 back-to-back promotions. You're in the championship. You won their FA Cup. You're in the Europa League. You're doing well in the
I'm
Europa
at the
League.
Mourinho for
You
Wickham.
know, I would just be like, well, he's 2 million just to make sure that we keep up what we're doing.
I'm
You
like the
know,
Mourinho of Wickham. Get me the money.
I mean, my philosophy is I just want to get them to a solid place, like what I did with me Everton career on FIFA 13, which we'll have to talk about sometime in the future, like past career modes. Um, they were so solid. I could have left them, and they would have still won the league for about 3 years. You know, and I want to try and get there with Wickham. You know what I mean? And it's going to be hard. We're going to get frustrated because I'm in the Europa League now, and my players are not good enough for the Europa League. I haven't got the squad depth. Well, I've got the squad depth, but the squad depth is shit. So I'm like, there's no point having squad depth if the squad depth's
I
shit. You
disagree.
know, because the some of the free agents I've got. This is another whinge, right? Why on the free agents does it show that they've got between eight, like all these amazing stats, and then when you get them, they're just shit. They've got orange stats everywhere. You're like, hold on, this isn't the same person that was on that card, and that really irritates us because that Stefan Jojic was meant to have between like 85 and 90 pace. When I got him, he had like 84. I'm like, hold on, that's not what it said on the card. You know. I mean, yeah, it's still amazing, but it's not what it said on the thing, and that really irritates. And I don't know why they do this whole system they've put in where you can see the between 60 and 70 is shit. It should just tell you the stat that you're looking for, tell you the exact rating of that stat, and then you can choose what they're going for them. What I think they should bring back for our career modes, which would have helped earlier on, is a wage filter. Because me and Con always used to we put all of our money on the wage budget to get free agents, and because obviously we didn't have enough transfer money to buy anyone, so like looking through the free agents, it's all just annoying and time consuming when you can't have a wage filter. So hopefully they put that in FIFA 15. It's a year. They probably won't. They'll probably leave it till FIFA 20 when no one wants it. So I mean, currently at the minute, I'm playing Real Sociedad. It's actually a really decent match. The Carlos Vela's really good for career mode. I know he gets up. Have you ever used Carlos Vela before in career mode, Connor? Have you? I had him on me, I think on FIFA 11 or 12 career mode with Werder Bremen. And he was like amazing. I think he was a striker. Pardon me. I think he was a striker at the time.
Ooh, balls.
And he was really good. But yeah. So we maybe just talk about maybe what your expectations are for when you get promoted, Connor. Maybe because I'm in the Prem now. Just ultimate despair. Yes. I've noticed as well, guys. As soon as we've come up, as soon as I've come up with a Prem, I've noticed that you get a lot more injuries off small stuff. Like my players can take a tackle, right? For some reason, when in the Prem, it's like they're just like they fall down. They're like just a simple graze. They go down, they're clutching the knee. Like, what the hell's the matter with you? Get up and start playing. It's not like I can afford, like, oh well, he's down on the ground. I can't afford for me strikers to get injured because the strikers I've got in backup, aren't very good. I mean, they're a meh. They do the job, but So where do you think you might finish?
In the Premier League.
Yeah. Where do you think you'll finish? Based on your squad depth and
mid-table.
The fact that you might be put into some like other cups and stuff like that. Yeah. By the way, while we're talking there, Real Sociedad just scored a proper sweaty cross against them.
I just scored a sweaty cross in the 90th minute to win against Watford.
Nice. But let us know what your career modes are going like. Who did you pick? Do you do these like really long career modes, like League 2 to Prem, or do you just go straight for the Prem? Because when me and Con have done that, found out them career modes don't last that long before they get really boring. Because I've said before, it's like you have a sports car, and you're just doing little tiny adjustments to make it the all-round package instead of major adjustments to make it like a smoother ride. So. Do you want to maybe move on to the next topic, Connor? And that is the GTA topic, with the glitch. Right, so I've been playing with a few of my friends on GTA, and we've been doing this new GTA like almost like a swing set glitch, right? You basically near the dam where there's a lot of water, there's a little loop you loop and pull on your shoes, looking good. There's a loop in the thing, and it's like in this really posh estate, right? The people on there have probably got millions and like Ferraris, just like every day of the week, each like different colours and shit. Really nice place. But anyway, what you do is at the bottom of the estate, there's these metal gates, and what you do is you take cover on the wall where the gate's attached, like there's like a pillar. You take cover up against that. Someone drives a gate and it's like they're pushing up against you and the gate starts glitching out and it can fling you like really far. I mean, I've been playing...
Does it fling the person who's taking cover? Does it fling the person in the car?
No, right, sorry, I'll explain it a little bit better then. Basically, just for example, say me and you were playing, alright? If you have an Xbox and I have a PS3, whatever. Right. So when we're playing, you take cover behind the gate. I'm like, right, I'm in my car. I drive up. You can either do it fast or slow. It seems to work better if you drive slowly into it. Then what happens is I flung and you don't. You like it's just like you're just standing there, and then you'll see the dot and me go flying up in the air, and you get your sniper out, and you can see he's going flying for miles. It's really fun. If you want to see how to do it yourselves, I would check out the Vanos video. Because they do it a lot in that video, and that like there's another gate you can do it. So if you want to watch it and you want to see like it funny with like funny moments, I would watch that because that's how I found out about it anyway. So it's a really fun glitch. To me, it adds a bit more
Classic GTA.
replayability, and I just think it adds a bit more replayability, to be honest, because yeah, it's starting to get a bit like, what do you do? You know, you come on and it's like, well, what can we do? You know, like, yeah, you can just spam the same mission over and over again, hours to get money, but do you want to do that? You know what I mean? Because that's pretty boring. And it's so this glitch is sort of like a really fun way if you cannot be asked to do like anything else. You know, you just go there. You can have this do it for hours, and it's really fun. I would suggest trying it out, Connor. If you ever on in the future, whenever they decide to add anything that's worthwhile to play, heists. But you know, so the glitch seems to work better if you drive really slow, guys, and sort of like aim for the middle of the left gate, and you get flung. It's really funny. Let us know how far you get flung. If you get flung to the to the desert, because when I was playing with Bronya, we got flung up to the desert, and we got flung halfway down the city. You know what I mean? So you can get flung really far, and you know. So let us know how that goes. So I think we'll move on to the next segment. It's going to be a smooth transition because it's GTA related again. And it's a new segment. It's Anthony's Whinge of the Week.
When did you get some?
It's my it's my whinge of the week, guys. And basically, what this is going to be is, as it says on the tin, it's a whinge of the week where something's happened during the week, either gaming or whatever, and I'm basically going to come on and have a mini whinge slash rant. And what this whinge of the week is, it's the new GTA GTA dollars they've added. Right, you can now buy 8 million GTA dollars. For about, I think it's like 80 quid or above 80 quid. Now, for me, that's ridiculous. There should never be any DLC, in my opinion, more than 15 or 20 quid, right? If it's over that much, that should be a fully fledged game. You know? You're buying pretendy money for fuck's
Buying
sake,
more
you
than
know?
the game's worth.
You're buying. Exactly, that's like buying 2 GDAs, and like, all you're getting is £8 million on an online game where everything's incredibly overpriced, so it's not going to last long anyway, and there's not much to buy. So it's just a waste of £80, guys. Don't get it. It's a piece of shit. Rockstar's doing me in. If they keep putting this shit in, right, I'm just not going to play it anymore. You know what I mean? It's doing me head in. This is meant to be a game. It's not a bloody business venture, right? You know what I mean? They're making you like they've got 50 different DLC packs for every bloody amount of money, and they're charging ridiculous for it. It's like, why not every month or like every couple of weeks? If you play a while, why don't they reward you with some of that? Oh no, you've got to buy it because the greedy bastards. That's what it is. So that's the whinge of the week, guys. We'll probably just do it every week or every other week, depending on if there's actually stuff like this happening. If there's not, then we'll probably just skip on that week.
But there's always something out in Yaki you can whinge at.
So
There's always something you
sorry?
can whinge at, though.
Exactly, Connor. Exactly. So the next segment was introduced last week. Connor's favourite segment, and it's one of my favourite segments, and it is Album of the Week, right? Album of the Week, we thought about it on Skype, and we're like, man, that could really add an awesome dynamic to the show, because we want to make it like a triple header of football, gaming, and music. So, Connor, you went first this week for the start of Album of the Week, the historical start of Album of the Week. There was trumpets playing, guys. Exactly. Hearts on Fire.
Then epic sax guy.
Exactly. you know, and Kenny G was there, by the way.
And Dio.
And also, so basically, the album of the week for me is going to be Van Halen. Van
Nice.
Halen. The album from 1978. Jesus Christ, guys. I was saying to Connor last night, I said it's the most well-rounded
Eruption.
album. It's the most well-rounded album I've heard in years. Like when I used to listen to a lot of CDs, I used to listen and be like, man, that was a well-rounded CD. There wasn't one bad song I would skip. Or there wasn't a song I'd be like, I can't wait for this to be over. It was so good. I'm like, my mind was blown. I was playing on GTA doing that glitch at the time. I was just like, man, this is the greatest album I've ever heard. So check it out, guys. Van Halen. I know that sounds really weird. The band is Van Halen, and the album is called Van Halen. If you type in Van Halen album, it should be the first one, 1978, and I cannot remember the name of the channel. But if you just look for
It was
1978 Van
NASCAR
Halen
something.
album, NASCAR Do 53, I think
My
it is.
memory's amazing.
Something like that. So that's my pick for album of the week. Trumpets, yeah. So what's your
Well,
album
my
of the week,
album of the week, I was struggling because I've been listening to a lot of albums this week, and
Spotify's
It
like
is.
your best friend, isn't it?
but I finally decided what I've been.
Decided.
Band I'm gonna go for, they were around during the British invasion. They are
Right.
obviously
Okay.
British. They're not the Beatles, however, they are the Who. The Who and the greatest hits. Listen to it, some
Intriguing.
great songs.
The greatest hits. I might have to give it a try.
your-
Like, I mean, I've only ever listened to a few
You
Who
have your
songs, so
classics
maybe
like
I'll have
Gobbo
to.
O'Reilly, Pinball Wizard, all good songs. So easy listening
Yeah.
and just generally good music.
Yeah. The one Who song I really like is
Yes.
"Won't Get Filled Again." That's
Or
really
CSI.
badass. That. Just in general, before CSI, I
Yeah, it's
really
a
liked
great
it
song.
before then, and obviously when I played that, it was like, yes, if you're gonna make people listen to music like classic rock, you want to give them a
Exactly,
good
not a
song to
bad
listen
one.
to, and that was one of them. So it's the Who
Yep.
greatest hits. So how can they find that? Is it on Spotify? Is it on
everything.
iTunes?
It's an actual album.
All right. All right. So if you have a look for our album, guys, let us know what you think of our choices. Do you agree that Connor picked the best Who album? Do you think I picked the best Van Halen album? You know, let us know in the comments, and most importantly, let us know what your album of the week is. You know, because we always like listen to music while we playing FIFA and all that sort of stuff. And so yeah, let us know what your album of the week is, guys, and go on from there. Because I'm loving this segment. This is one of my favorite segments because it gets you to like look at the music you've been listening to and like sort of pick it apart and be like, right, is this my favorite album of the week? You know, is this my favorite CD? You know, so I'm
vinyl if
really
you're
loving
old
this
school
segment.
like
Me should do vinyl of the week. That would be pretty funny. But yeah, our album of the weeks, guys. Check them out. Should we maybe call it for a break on it?
Yeah. Alright, we'll be back.
Right.
Oh god! And this podcast was brought to you by the power of 80s rock.
V-Rock.
Yes! You picked up on it.
Yeah, I was really like when I was listening, I was like, I really need to make an inappropriate joke at the right time. So we back, guys. We've got quite a few stuff left. So get comfy, get some get a Galaxy bar or
Get some
whatever.
popcorn.
Maybe a Whisper. Who knows?
Old school.
You know, maybe get a drink.
That'll be
Maybe
nice.
maybe even a bev.
Get a
Right.
bevy.
Get Ev, and then sit down, relax. We've got quite a few topics. So the next topic we're going to talk about is it's a strange one. I've never understood this. It's Sony have released this virtual reality headset. Now, virtual reality is like an augmented reality. Like you see these demos where it's like a roller coaster simulator, and you feel like you're on the roller coaster when you're not. You're just looking through the glasses. Now, I've never understood why you would want to do that or why you would want that technology, but who knows? There's there's obviously a market for it, you know. What is it you said, Connor? During the break, you said it looked like something out of Tron.
Yep.
Could you maybe describe to the viewers and me, because I don't think I've seen it yet,
Well,
what it looks like?
it's kind of like a big white dome that goes over your head, and all you can see is your mouth. Like that's the only part of your
Really?
face you can see. Yep. And it's got like a big black visor, like that's blacked out.
A Lexington steel visor.
Yes, and it's got like blue neon lights in the corners.
Neon land.
It's
Sorry, I have to do that.
it looks pretty cool, to be honest.
Yeah, but the thing is with virtual reality is like a lot of games now. Just I don't think they support virtual reality.
Yeah.
It seems like it would be a lot of work. I bet you that thing. I'm not joking. I bet you that thing's about 200-300 quid.
So I'm on the BBC website and on an article, and
Right? Okay.
quote unquote by Mr. Yoshida, we believe VR will
Yoshida!
we will believe VR will shape the future of games, said Mr. Yoshida. The prototype will be made.
Is that Yoshida from Southampton, the centre back?
Yes, it is. The prototype will be available to developers, but no commercial release date.
All right. Okay. So it's basically getting fine tuned.
Yeah.
And they let developers play with it and
Yeah.
like see what you can do with it, see how you can implement it in games or television or whatever they're going to do. Imagine virtual reality on Babe Station, right? That's
awesome.
what I'm thinking, right? That's how
Pornhub.
exactly, you know, just anything, just have it
Yeah.
virtual reality.
They
that
also read that Project Morphosis is a head-mounted display with 1080p resolution and a 90-degree field of view.
Morpheus.
Yep. It also has sensors built into the unit that can track head orientation and movement. So,
Right, there is something on the PC called Track IR, where you have this head movement on. Because if you play Euro Truck Simulator, like the Squirrel Nuts does, he has Track IR on, and when he moves his head in real life, if he looks to the right, you look out the right window. So it's basically like that. So let us know, guys. Do you believe virtual reality is the way of the future? Would you want that? Personally, if I wore something over my face,
I hate it.
I would like claustrophobic and like a bit nauseous. But who knows? Yeah. You know, because when like shit's flying in your face and you're like,
Fuck
what's
that
going
shit.
on, like spinning around? I'm like, yeah, I would end up thrown.
I
You know,
wouldn't
I'd
want
just
to
be
play
like,
Saints Row when someone's like fucking hitting you with a dildo. You're like, ah!
at least well, dildo, you probably fall out of it, like if you've been hit.
Exactly.
But yeah, so let us know. You think, guys, you think's the way of the future? You know, do you believe this is a way of Juan? You know, is that what this is? You know, let us know. So I think the next topic is I think it's quite funny. We discussed this yesterday. It's what we can do for 80 quid instead of buying the shitty GTA, the GTA dollars, the new 8 million pack. Now, me and Connor are quite good at like saving money and whatnot. Very Jewish, in fact. And we basically we thought this would be quite a funny thing to do, because I mean, 8 quid. We said, you know, like we both live in Easington. We can go to the Corrie Club for 80 quid and get our stomachs pumped. Like, I wouldn't even say 80 quid. I would say for about 35.
Exactly. You
know,
can get your
want to die? Just take
Yeah.
50 quid there.
put yourself
go
on a
and-
drip. You can get yourself a kebab afterwards.
Exactly. Do you know what you could do, right? Just take in a hospital bed with a drip and just lie there and just get ready.
And you get
you know?
yourself a
'Cause,
kebab
like,
when you're done.
Exactly. You gone down to Grace's, get some Chinese, get a kebab
Exactly.
and a pizza, and you have loads left.
And
you know?
you still have like 40 quid left after you've done
Yeah.
all that.
I was saying to Connor's like, I was like, I could go to like Nando's for like a whole week.
Oh,
Like,
definitely. You can only spend like £11 or something.
Yeah, I generally spend about £12 when I go there for me stuff. I was like, that could last us
And
ages.
you get a canny bit as well.
And the thing is, with this GTA money thing, it's like it's just made up money. It's nothing real life.
It's kind of
It's
like
like, why-
coin buying, but you're buying a
Yeah.
currency with a real currency. Makes no sense.
Never understood that. If you look on the PlayStation Store, if you have a PlayStation, there's these games where they sell you like thousands, just like 5,000 coins, like gold, for like 89 quid. I'm like, where in the right mind's going to buy that? You know, even if you've got a lot of money, even if I was a millionaire, I still wouldn't buy that shit. I'd be like, what the hell? I'm not wasting that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. So let us know, what would you do for 80 quid? Instead of, would you go and get a hooker? You know, would you go down the town, get pissed?
£80 pack opening.
And it, oh, God, you don't want to give EA any more money, guys. Just never open packs with FIFA points. Don't ever do it. It's a waste of money. So that's what we think and do for 80 quid. I mean, you could literally go to Granger Games now, right, and buy about, I'm not joking, 25, 30 games for PS3 for 80 quid.
You could actually.
all like under a tenner, pretty much, or about there. Some of them are a little bit more, obviously, if they're still brand new and people still buy them. But you know, that's what we do for 80 quid. So I think we'll move on to the next topic, which is thoughts on Anelka. I was kind of put Anelka the racist bastard. Basically, Anelka, I can't remember who they were playing, but he did this celebration called the Quinnell.
Yep.
And Pete was saying it's anti-Semitic.
Yep.
Now, I don't really know.
I've done a little bit of research into this.
So, alright, okay, do you maybe want to speak on that then?
Yes.
Right.
Apparently, the kind of little hands gesture he did, it's something to do with Nazis or something. What I've read,
Yeah, I mean, it did look pretty similar to like a salute.
Yes, like a Nazi salute, and like for me, I understand celebrating in the heat of passion, respecting people who you know, but it is like a main broadcasted thing. You need to be careful of what you do.
There's a lot of people watching.
Exactly, you need to be careful what you
And
want to do.
like you can, if you're still a kid, you can be very influenced by things on the television, and you know you've got to be careful that you don't give off a bad impression when you, like you said, in the heat of the moment. You can really sort of go mental. You know what I mean? You can go crazy, and you forget that you're being sort of like filmed.
The thing is, though, he intentionally did it
millions.
because one of his friends died, and it was out of respect to him. So it's like he knew he wanted to do it.
It's just, for me, it just doesn't make any sense.
And it's for a legend like Anelka as well. He's been everywhere. He's like been
Anelka's been to more places, right?
been around more than a hooker in Newcastle.
Yeah, he's like went to Timbuktu and back, right? He's went everywhere, and he was such a good player over the years for Real Madrid,
Chelsea.
Arsenal, Chelsea, you know, and then he does this, and it's like, what's the matter with him? It's like he's lost the plot, and it's just like it's really dumb because, like I said, I mean, how old's he now?
36.
In his mid-30s. Exactly, he's like mid-30s, almost 40 years old.
His contract's just been terminated from West Brom, so it's...
Exactly, they've terminated his contract because they're like, we don't want any shit like that, and plus, apparently, they were going to lose their sponsor because of him.
That could be last.
And sponsors are really important to the stability of clubs because they bring in a lot of money. They can help help your team bring in players, and if you've got some pillock coming in like Anelka and doing shit like that, then you need to get rid of him if it's going to jeopardize the future of your club. So I mean, it was at the time, I didn't know what he was doing. I was like, what is that?
Exactly. Just imagine if some kid started doing that though, and like,
and you know, it's like when people do there was a Croatian player who did a Nazi salute, and he got banned for a really long time. It's just like, why would you do that? That just really doesn't make any sense to us. I'm like, keep religion and keep that sort of stuff out of football, because when you start bringing religion into football, that's when there's problems.
Keep like religion and just like anything like religion, politics, anything like that. Just keep it out of football.
Keep that shit out of like football.
Obviously, this isn't religion, but it's like but.
Well, I mean, he is a Muslim.
No, I mean the salute he did though. It's not exactly a religious salute. It's like a political one. So it's like you still shouldn't do it. It's.
Yeah, political or religion. You should keep that out of football.
It's all about the game. It's like.
You don't want to jeopardize the name of the game, And when you do that, you're making your team look bad. And to me, they did the right thing by terminating his
And another
contract
thing,
and
that could
saying,
potentially could be
"Sign
his
now."
last like decent
Oh well,
contract.
unless he goes to like either MLS or Turkey, right? Unless he goes to some random country, right, and like goes to a league that no one cares, like when he went to China League, anyone will tack him, you know. It just, this might be his last stop,
Hmm.
and it's just like when you're that age, you want to try and like, I wouldn't say squeeze the most money out
I
of
would
your
say that.
last year, but yeah, that's pretty much what they do, and he's just an idiot. He's a bit of a bell end. He's a bit of a sulky bastard, and he was always called less sulk, and he whinges when he doesn't get what he wants, and with this, it's just like what a pick, So let us know what you think, guys, in the comment section below on Anelka. Do you think that they did the right thing? Do you think Anelka should have got punished more, a bigger fine, or just, I don't know, beaten up with baseball bats? I don't know. Let us know what you think. So the next topic we can go on to, Connor, is the Champions League
Yep.
draw. Now, you know the fixtures as well,
Yes,
don't
I
you?
do.
So do you want me to do two and you do
Can I
two?
do the English team and the French team one?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'm
Yeah.
going to start with my personal favourite draw out of everything. It is Chelsea versus Paris Saint-Germain. I think that,
Uh-huh.
like,
So what's fun?
what?
Sorry, I heard someone call it Paris Saint Zlatan, and I thought that was pretty funny.
Yes.
I was like, that's pretty smart and pretty
So
clever, and I was like, that's funny.
PSG is going up against Chelsea.
Chelsea, I believe the first legs at the Parc de Princes.
On that, I think for me that's gonna be awesome. That Chelsea's playing well. They've got Hazard playing well. They've got Oscar playing well. They've got all these players playing well, and then you get Paris Saint Zlatan. They have Ibra, they have Cavani, they have Lavezzi, they have all these. Lucas
Lucas.
Moura, definitely. Verratti.
They've got these
Yeah,
great
Tweedy.
players, and it's gonna be a really interesting tie against Chelsea. I just hope for the love of God that Chelsea don't part the bus and make it like a 0-0 draw or a 1-1 draw. I hope they just go at it, and just score loads of goals and make this a really interesting Champions League quarter final. And we've got some other ones. I'll talk about the other two, and then you can talk about the Man U one. So we've got Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona. Now, to me, that might be a really good match to watch. That very very attacking, good at passing, got a lot of technical play. I just think the only problem with this match is that they've played each other a lot of times in the league before, so they're gonna know what to do. You know what I mean? Like the tactics, and it's sort of gonna be like they'll be attacking. They're gonna know how to counter them, then they know how to counter their counter. You know what I mean? And yeah, that can be fun to watch sometimes, but I think it's just going to be a stalemate between Atletico and Madrid. Eventually, I think Barcelona will go through. But if Diego Costa's on his game, I think
They
Atletico
might, they
might
might as well make
advance.
it a good game.
All right, might as well. So the next one I'll cover is Real Madrid against
Ooh,
Dortmund.
that sounds good.
Now, to me, I just think Dortmund is going to get the D in
I
this
really
tie.
want Dortmund. I love Dortmund as a team. I think they're just
Yeah.
great team.
I think they're a good team. They're a good team, but they've been riddled with injuries and haven't been performing as
And
well
they've
as the
lost Lewandowski as well, haven't they? Or they've still got him.
yeah. He's suspended for the first
Aye.
leg, and as if you remember last year, the semi-finals, Lewandowski scored 4 goals at the Signal under Park, and he scored 4 goals, and that's what got them through pretty much. And I just think Real Madrid, the way Real Madrid are playing right now, they're so clinical. Bale, Ronaldo, Benzema. That's all I need to say. They've been playing out the skin like they always do, and I think the first match is going to be an absolute walkover. I think Real Madrid will win 2-0, maybe 3-0. And I think when they go to the Borussia Dortmund, I think it'll be a draw, and I think Real Madrid will
Yeah, you
advance.
forget Dortmund always put up a good fight though.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm not doubting Dortmund's ability, but Real Madrid seem hungrier, more determined, and most importantly, are playing better than they have done in past Champions Leagues. You know what I mean? They're playing next level shit, already higher than what
Playing
they're
next
at.
gen.
Exactly, they're like next gen career mode, and they're playing this game, and all right, so we'll move on to the next one, which is a very interesting tie. Connor, do you wanna go with this one?
Um,
Do you know which one it
yes.
is?
I'm just trying to
All right,
think
okay.
when the last time I actually did it was. So, what we've got written down is, well, EA has just had its 5th anniversary on foot, which basically mean.
Oh no, you missed the last match. It was Man U
Oh,
Bayern.
I thought you got that.
No, I was like,
Smooth transition. Smooth
a
transition.
lot,
Smooth
lot of
transition.
no nice weather we've got
Yes, well,
today.
Manchester United and Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
So basically, I'm not
it
even.
kind of
So
totally
basically,
different.
Bayern Munich's just gonna shit on United. That's all I can say.
Imagine though if United came out and like trashed Bayern
Yeah,
Munich.
but what? That's like Sunderland winning the Champions League. That ain't gonna happen. I accept it.
Well, well, if me and you were up front,
Maybe,
maybe,
definitely.
but I think I think that might happen. But
Oh god.
like you said, I think Bayern Munich are gonna like just trounce Man United because Bayern Munich are so well rounded. You know what I mean? They're just like every position is like just better than
They
everyone
got a bit of
else's
rump and the
position.
badonka Um.
But basically, I think I think Bayern are gonna win probably like 4-1 on aggregate. I
Definitely.
think. Um, so I think they'll
And that
progress
one
through.
goal that Man United did score, Tony Cruz scored an own goal just to give them a chance.
Manuel Neuer just said, "I'm feeling sorry for you guys," and just rolled it into the back of his
Exactly.
net. But let us know what you think about these ties. They've got this. This is the perfect sort of draws, I think, because I mean, it tests the ability of all the players on all the teams here, because they're up against super world class players that can really sort of go that extra mile, go the distance like Michael Bowen,
Yes.
and basically, I think this will be a great Champions League to watch. I mean, I haven't watched a proper football match in ages, mostly because I don't have everything's on bloody BT Sport now, in it. So, um, let us know what you think about the draws, guys, and we'll move on to our next topic. Seeing as Connor was wanting to do
I
that.
forgot there was
Oh,
another match.
right. So the next topic is Foot 5-year birthday. Now I can remember buying it on
I can
FIFA
as
09. I
well.
think it was
Yeah.
$3.99 at the time, and I think I played like two
I played
matches on it,
loads
and
of
then just
games.
like and back on FIFA 09, like the servers, just wow, so much server.
I remember on that game when like
But
half the Inter Milan team was 90 rated.
yeah, Inter Milan back in the day, man. Wow, what a team they used to have. Just
I think
wow.
Zanetti was like 90 rated or something. I was like, what?
Zanetti was just one of them all-round
And he has
CDMs you
perfect
wanted in your
hair.
team. Exactly, he has the quiff of destiny. His quiff could just part any ocean
Good.
or a woman's legs, and I think with Ultimate Team nowadays, obviously the quality of the Ultimate Team itself has got a lot better. But back then, you didn't have no kickoff glitch. You didn't have no sweaty bastards playing against you
You had
online.
finesse shots.
Because that stuff wasn't promoted around on YouTube at the
You had
time.
finesse shots though.
And oh yeah, well, finesse shots have always been slightly overpowered. Apart from
Last game. That's
I
FIFA I'm
won it.
saying.
When was it? FIFA 12,
13 I
where it
think.
was near your
I think it was
post
13.
OP. All right. Oh, yeah, I think it was 13. You're right. Yeah, and so basically, what happens is 5-year day comes out. Everyone just was like, "Huh? What?" not because no one cares, right? They just like give us free shit, and they did.
Sort
They
of.
give everyone 5 free packs.
There's a thing to it though.
So is
Well, you
there?
can't sell them. You have to have them. So you,
That's what I was going to go on to. Like in another mini whinge of the week. So basically, you get these 5 free packs. Now, my record is 1-0-0, right? I never played Ultimate Team. I played one game. I played for 20 minutes, and the guy rage quit because I was kicking his ass. And I never play Ultimate Team because it's like everyone just quits if you win. If you're winning, it's like what's the point? Anyway, so got 5 packs. I opened them, and to my surprise, I didn't get shitty non-rare Premier League players like Lewis Holtby in my last couple of 3 packs I had. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Do you know I think it was the pre-order packs. I was just like, what the hell, man? You know. And anyway, I only went and got bloody Willian.
canny little winger.
I was like, holy shit. I'm like, Willian goes for about 20, 30k.
Yeah, well,
I was
it
like,
goes for about 20 on Xbox, so that'll be about 30 on PS4.
yeah, and I got Sirigu, I got Dante, David Villa, Leighton Baines, Bibiani, Varane, Torres, Menez, like loads of awesome players, and I cannot sell them. And I'm like, I never play Ultimate Team. Why do I need these players? Let's just sell them, and I'll just open packs and try and do like just mess about with the coins.
And there's not enough players there to actually make a team as well, to be honest.
I've got to play. The chemistry's like
That's what I'm
48 because I didn't get a right back or a cam, I think. So it's just like I just put Willian up front because he's slightly OP on FIFA, and people realise that, and that's why he's so expensive. As long as with his 88 pace, you know. So you get these 5 packs. You know, these big YouTubers probably have about 50 accounts, right? 50 accounts so they're going to open like a bajillion free packs.
Well, I saw a free pack where someone got Lewandowski and Dani Alves in the same pack.
Yeah, I mean, people can get really lucky with them free packs. What I found funny, on Twitter, someone I think sent HD Game a picture of the pack that they got, and they got Inform Buffon and Inform Defoe in one of those packs. Well, you kind of tell me, so I can't say if you play FIFA a lot and you want informs, then you're fair enough. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't even think. Imagine if you got an inform in a pack, would you keep them or would you sell them?
I sold mine instantly when I got my inform.
Yeah, you always sell informs that you get in packs. It's very rarely you go, you know what? Unless you're a YouTuber and you do squad builders, you very rarely go, you know what? I'll keep that inform. You'd be like, I'll sell them, get some coins, and make my team better. And it's like I couldn't sell any of those players what I had, and it was just like, what's the point? And is this? I'm never gonna. It's like I'd rather have no packs than 5 free packs because I didn't play the swine. So surprised it didn't make you pay for them even though they were free.
You can pay for them again, I think.
You can pay for the packs. So I 5k or 350 FIFA points.
That's more FIFA points than coins. That.
Isn't like 350 FIFA points like essentially like £4 a pack? What the fuck, man? EA is such money grub bastards. It puts them to shame. Like, really, why? Just 350. That's like
the only good thing
that
EA has ever done in the last like however long they've been around. Made The Sims. That's like the only decent thing they've done in like.
Decent thing they've done, yeah, you're right. Oh, Tottenham's just scored in this.
Dude, and
75th minute gun.
Dude, that game was
awesome. That was. Yeah, but the Sims is probably the best thing they've ever done. I mean, and the worst thing they've ever done as well. Celebration of Ultimate Team is Ultimate Team, because since Ultimate Team got popular and everyone was buying packs, putting hundreds of pounds in, or you get these spoiled kids who spend thousands of pounds on. and they realized, holy shit, this is profitable. And as soon as they realized that, they drive it into the ground, straight into the ground. They've been doing it for ages. They'll keep doing it for. Connor, did you know? Apparently, they make about 1 million quid every team of the week.
Wow.
On because they release these happy hours. People are like, oh, happy hour, I'll have more chance of getting an
I like how you
info.
just assume they're like,
Well, load of
like
shit.
stereotypical Geordie. I
What?
like how you just like put on a Geordie accent for that. Yeah, it
No,
sounded quite Geordie to me, like. Yeah.
it is. Sometimes I burst out into Geordie words, guys. So I apologise. There's no I can do so, but when you see these things, it just makes you go like, what's the
What's the
point?
point of me living?
What's the, what's the point? It's just like he is making so much money. They might as well be a bank.
Bang of it,
You
yeah.
know, might as well be a bank and then be even more corrupt than what they
Yes.
are now. It just
The
doesn't make
wolf
any
of
sense to me.
Electronic Street.
Exactly. But let us know if you've got anything decent in the pack. Did you sell
Obviously
them?
not.
Did you keep them? Did you just go and quick sell them for 0 coins? What a
I
badass.
had to do that a few times. I was angry as
You
hell.
know? Yeah. It's like, I don't understand. Maybe what they should have done is had it so you cannot sell them, but you can quick sell
I'll put
them.
it on a trade pile, at least just to keep them there.
But I just lost that last match. That was really annoying. I thought I was playing well against Spurs, but I
Lamb versus
got a year.
Benfica.
All right, I'm currently, guys, just to link back to the Wickham career. I'm currently eighth. I'm eighth in the Premier League. I've played 8 and I've got 13 points. I just lost 1-0 against Tottenham at White Hart Lane, and it says not good enough. States Heisenberg. So there you
Oh
go.
yeah, you named
But
Heisenberg.
yeah, I did Heisenberg after Breaking Bad, because I love Breaking Bad. Pardon me. So I think we'll go on to the last segment of the show, guys. And it's an awesome segment.
It's pretty generic idea, but it's pretty cool.
It's a would you? Well, we
Yes.
make it better. That's basically
Fair enough.
what it is. So it's would you rather questions. Um, Now I don't think we're going to have a lot
Nope.
of questions, but that's why it's up to you guys to come in and leave us a would you rather. I mean, I can think of a few off the top of my
Definitely.
head, but
Will it be
it just
appropriate?
would be exactly, probably not. Knowing my gob, they're probably not appropriate. But so do you want to start, Connor, with your first one, and then I'll go, and then we'll sort of like rotate it,
Yeah.
like you, me.
So I'm gonna
That sort
start
of.
off with a gaming one. Would you rather be dropped in if you as your person Anthony got dropped into one of these universes, Saints Row, Grand Theft Auto? Which one would you get put into?
For me, probably the
I would have
Saints
to
Row
agree.
one. And the reason for that is because it's
More
slightly.
fun and arcadey.
Yeah, it's not as tied down in real life as GTA is. Because if you go to GTA, GTA is just
Yeah.
an extension of real life, just with
GTA dollars.
criminalized character. Yeah, and GTA does. But I would think I would have
Yeah.
gone the Saints Row because it's more sort of kooky and funny and just a
My
bit more
reason
out
is I
there.
won't get
Because
reset and I won't be getting hassled to buy GTA dollars.
exactly, if you go over to Saints Row, they won't hassle you like GTA does, unless they have
Oh
Saints Row
god.
dollars now. Uh, that would be amazing, that wouldn't it? You're like, finally, I'm away from GTA
Yeah.
doll, and then you go into Saints Row to play an open world game, and they're like, oh, we see you haven't got enough money in your inventory there. Would you like to buy some Saints Row
It's
dolls?
like
Like,
while you're at it, you might as
no.
well go get some GTA dollars.
Exactly, just the link it
Yes.
all together. But I think Saints Row would have to be
Go
my
get your
choice
code
on that because
netflix.com/Saints Row.
yeah,
Yeah.
Netflix.com/Netflix. But so I think the next Would You Rather is quite a funny one. It's slightly messed up, but it's for me. So what do you expect? It's Would you rather have your dick cut off or make intimate love to Susan Boyle. And I'm talking intimate love, like looking into her eyes
Kenny
and
G,
listen to like Luther Vandross with
Barry
like
White with
candles
like
on.
candles and stuff.
You're constantly staring into her eyes. So I think I'm gonna go by penis on that one because I'd be like doing a gorilla, and I'm not into that. So
Any other time I'll be down for trying, but honestly, I don't think I could get it hard.
I don't think I'd imagine going down. I'd be like
I don't
putting your
think I
head
could
in a
get it hard, to
bush.
be honest.
You
So
know?
I'm gonna have to just get chopped off.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. We'll just just
I'll be that
yeah,
slack; it'll just fall off.
pretty much. It just
It's
shrivels
like
up
screw this,
inside of
I'm
you.
becoming a vagina. Meow.
Screw this, I'm
Yes.
going home. But
I'm still fuck this shit. I'm going home.
yeah, but I think the next one. Do you want to maybe? Have you got anything?
No, not really. Have you?
Good. Well, I'm probably single one if you can
Um,
quickly distract them while I'm
yeah. So
gone.
while Ant thinks of a topic, I'll talk about the channel. At the moment, I've been having some technical issues and things with me series I'm recording. It's for some reason it's not recording correctly and all that. If you noticed me Sims episode, the aspect ratio is really bad, and I don't understand why it's doing that. So I'm trying to figure that out. So while there's no uploads on the channel, we're during like a transitional period. So, and the reason,
Yeah, I mean you've been uploading quite frequently, and obviously you can. There was I don't know how long it's been now, but there's been a small
probably
gap.
like 2
But
weeks.
stick around, guys. He's gonna come back with a bang,
I'm
and
thinking
he's
I'll
gonna
fix the Sims. I might have to start a new. Well, I know I'll have to start new Sims because I haven't uninstalled it.
yeah, guy. His Sims
Yeah,
is corrupted. His Sims is
I've
corrupted.
had to uninstall it and
So
reinstall it again.
you
So
know, yeah, exactly. The Sims is it's annoying
no,
when you build up something and I know Connor, I know, but basically when you build up something and then it gets taken away from you and you have to start again,
dude,
maybe your
I'm
motivation's not
losing to
there.
Benfica
So
3-1 on aggregate.
Jesus
Come on.
Christ, some drama right here live
Oh my god,
on the
dude, this game's so
podcast.
intense. It's a
Uh,
knockout stages as well. Come on.
so do you want to maybe talk about your Cremo while I quickly load up some
Yes.
would you
Right,
rather's?
so currently I'm playing in the knockout stages of the Euro League. I'm really close to finishing it, and I'm losing in the second leg, losing 3-1 on aggregate to Benfica, which
Right here.
right.
Here we go, Connor. Here we go, son. Right. Would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life or feel like you need to sneeze and not be able to
Oh
do it for the rest of your
nah,
life?
that's just horrible. They're two of the worst things in the world. It
That's
is.
like torture. That's because it's like having hiccup is really annoying, and not being like when you need to sneeze and you
I
cannot
might have
sneeze.
to
Like, I'll
say
just shoot
hiccups,
myself in the
because
head.
I hate that feeling when you got to sneeze and you can't.
Exactly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna
Because
have to
you
agree
get
with you,
that feeling
Connor.
where it's
I
like
think.
you can't like your eyes are closing because like you can't keep. It's like
So,
yeah, and then you kind of like can't speak because you're trying to focus on the sneeze and you're like screw that shit.
right. This is so messed up. Right. Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for 1 year or join in once to
Oh
make it stop?
no, no! How do I answer that?
I don't think we do. I just wanted
Can
to
we
read
just
it out.
smoothly wash that off?
Yeah, we'll pretend
Smooth
that happened.
transition, smooth transition.
Right. Would you rather fart popcorn or have your past future web browsing history available to
Popcorn,
everyone? I'll have
popcorn.
to go fart popcorn. Yeah, because there'll be a lot of strange things have come up through Reddit and strange places on
Definite
Pornhub. So
popcorn.
it's like
Definite popcorn.
yeah, yeah, popcorn's the one it's gonna have to be. Right. Would you rather have a vagina on your forehead or have a row of penises down your back like a stegosaurus.
I'm gonna go with the vagina on my head so I can like stall things in it.
I'm gonna have to go with the penises on my back because I can do like multiple women
nice.
at once. You've got
Oh,
to
I
think
didn't
of
think
that
about that.
efficiency, yo.
Oh shit, I'm gonna get head fucked.
So,
Fuck that shit.
right. So the next one is: would you rather have a bell go off every time you're aroused, or feel a sharp pain in your side every time someone said
Bell go
your
off.
name? A bell go off. They
Exactly.
would be
Like ding
deaf,
ding ding
so they
ding
wouldn't
ding
be able
ding
to hear
ding
it.
ding ding. My bell will be like that constantly. How do you miss that?
Would you rather live in a world where huge friendly gummy bears walk around, or live in a world where hoverboards exist? Now, any normal person
Gummy
would
bears
pick
would be pretty cool.
hoverboards, and I'm going with hoverboards because I want a
Just
hoverboard.
imagine
God
where you
damn
could
it!
just jump on a
Back to the
gummy bear and
Future.
just eat one though. Just like, oh my god.
Oh, the
No, that's a good
friendly.
point. I've seen that hoverboards, man. Just like
You
you
could
can get
build an
around
army
so
of
quick on
them.
a hoverboard though.
Exactly, and you look
Exactly,
like
and
a
then I'll
total
make loads of Back to the
badass.
Future references.
You can just like have the Power Love
Yeah.
by Huey Lewis on, and we'll be good to go. So it's just, I mean, like, why would you choose the
Dude,
other one?
honest to God, can't score against Benfica.
Connor, this one's hilarious. Would you rather live the rest of your life with Cheeto dust on your fingers, or have taste buds in your
Oh
butt?
God, too. That's like too. Oh,
Like, what horrible person
exactly.
comes up with this stuff?
Judge, coming from me
I think I'm.
personally, I'd rather have Cheeto dust because I really wouldn't want taste buds in my butt, especially.
Shit like a trooper. But I think I want to go with Cheeto dust because I'm pretty sure then what I would do is just cut my fingers off and just have stumps. Then then that's solved that problem. So I think it's quite. I'll see if I can see some other ones that are quite funny. Right here. Would you rather go to Hogwarts and still be a Muggle, or live in a with Pokemon but only able to catch Magikarps?
Hogwarts.
Why? What the Magikarps?
Magikarps
Shit,
are
I
the
haven't
worst
played
thing ever.
Pokemon in years.
Actually, saying that, you could evolve it into a Gyarados though, so.
No. What you could do is catch loads of Magikarps and then squash transform them into one really big one.
Yeah, Hogwarts though.
And, yeah. Oh, there's that desert island one. Everyone does that. Right. So I think the last one we'll do before we'll call it a day because it's been quite a long episode. Is would you rather have the ability to read minds, you'll be illiterate, or just have the ability to read?
Ability to read minds, I think that'd be really good. Maybe not be illiterate, but
Yeah,
yeah, but
illiterate though.
just think though,
So
if like you walked up to a girl in the bar, you could read her mind, and you could use that to, like get like just wiggle your way in there, if you know what I mean. Like, oh, what's that? You talking about thing?
yeah, you're thinking about
Oh,
having
what's that?
sex with a
You
black guy?
somewhat attracted to
What?
us? Let's go.
Let's
Yeah.
DDF. Let's do this.
I'm about to lose to Benfica.
But God damn it, you can do it. Kind of hearts on
No way, I'm
fire.
gonna score
Hearts on
twice in 2
fire.
minutes.
Oh yeah, you're screwed. So would you rather kind of live 1,000 year life or live 10 or 100
10
year
100
lives?
year lives, because I'd like to see loads of different versions of me.
Exactly. I think that'd be really fun. So I think we're gonna call end of the episode, guys. This is episode 5 of the Poopcast. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to subscribe to Wolfie Pack Games and leave a like on the video. And as always, please comment. We don't get as many comments as we would like on the podcast. So if you wouldn't mind, please leaving a comment. That'll be awesome. So yeah, guys. We'll see you next week for
Thanks for
episode
watching.
6 of the Poopcast.
Oh my god!